Hello, my name is Ana Melissa, and this is the project process part 2, and this is the practice number 5. The name of this practice is access limit, and the objective of this practice is understand what the limits of movements in a robot are for, and how to configure them. Okay, first I explained the different things to this limit can help us, and the first is safety because prevents accidents and protect the operator. Then we have a work area because defines the robot's allowed movement range. And finally, the tool and cable protection because prevents damage from sketching or collisions. Okay, then this manual say that have three different methods to set this limit. And the first limit is configuration by a mechanical stop. In this configuration are physical variables located a few degrees beyond the axis limit set by a limit switches or software on the three main axes. In this configuration, the robot can't move beyond a mechanical stop. Then we have a second configuration via limit switches. In this configuration, this stop the robot's movements if it excesses the allowed limit. And this limit, they cut off the power to the servo motor to prevent damage. Okay, and finally, we have a third configuration limit via software. And in this configuration, this software-based configuration set upper and lower movement limit in a degree. Okay, in this limit, we define the upper and lower limit. Okay, then we have a different elements to the information about the elements in a axis. We have a axis group, lower and upper limit element. And finally, we have the steps to do this activity to adjust the limit of the axis number 1 so that the robot doesn't pass the yellow line. Okay, then open the simulator RoboWise. Then in the steps in the practice say that the pressing menu, then the system, zero system, and this is the bottom of axis limit. And as we can see, this robot has a lower and upper limit configuration. The lower limit it's a minus 117 degrees, and the upper limit it's a 117 degrees. Okay, and the objective of this practice is we need to the robot doesn't pass this yellow line because this is a limit that we can change and we can respect. As we can see, this robot has this line and pass this limit, and we need to change this lower and upper limit to this robot doesn't pass this limit. We can change this limit because we want to the robot doesn't pass minus 150 and 150. Okay, and we need to call start because the robot after changes the limit, the controller must be turning off and turning on for the new configuration. And the call start, yes. Okay, and watch if this limit doesn't pass this yellow line. And yes, as we can see, this robot passed the yellow line of the limit of we can change. And another, we change the limit again so that the robot doesn't pass the yellow line. And we put a smaller value so that the limit is less. And I put the minus 100 and the upper limit 100. And start. Cool, start again. And then see if the robot with this limit doesn't pass the yellow line. As we can see, the robot doesn't pass the yellow line because we changed the limit in a minus value because the first thing that we changed, we have the 117 and change 115, 50, and the robot passed the yellow line, and we changed we changed in a smaller value, and the robot doesn't pass the yellow line because it's the limit that we need to respect. And this is all for this practice. Thank you for watching.